Right, let's talk about something that lives on your phone, promises you free money, and is about as tangible as a politician's promise. It's called Pi Network. Now, if you've heard of it, you're likely either a devoted pioneer tapping a button on your phone every day, or you're a deeply skeptical observer, wondering if it's all just a digital mirage. For the uninitiated, Pi Network presents itself as the cryptocurrency for the people. It's a project that says, hey, you know that whole complicated energy-guzzling Bitcoin mining thing? Forget that. Just download our app. Press a button once a day to prove you're human. And voila, you're mining Pi coins. It sounds brilliantly simple, doesn't it? Almost too simple. And that, right there, is where our story begins. The entire premise is built on accessibility. You don't need a supercomputer that sounds like a jet engine and consumes enough electricity to power a small nation. No, all you need is your trusty smartphone and the discipline of a goldfish to remember to tap a button every 24 hours. The project's founders, a team from Stanford, pitched this as a way to democratize cryptocurrency, putting it in the hands of everyday folks long before it hits any major exchange. The goal was to build a massive global user base first, and then, and only then, figure out the whole value thing. It's like throwing a massive party with no food or drinks, but promising everyone that once enough people show up, the world's greatest buffet will magically appear. This approach has been wildly successful in one regard: user acquisition. Pi Network boasts a staggering number of users, tens of millions of them, all diligently tapping away on their phones, accumulating Pi coins that currently have a market value of, well, zero, zilch, nada. The coins exist within Pi's closed system, like arcade tokens that can't be used anywhere outside the arcade. You can look at your balance, you can dream about what it might be worth one day, but you can't sell it. You can't trade it on Binance, and you certainly can't buy a pizza with it. This has created a fascinating and frankly bizarre digital economy based entirely on faith and future potential. And so, here we are on August 22nd, 2025, years after the project launched, with millions of people holding digital tokens they can't use in the real world. The central promise has always been the open Mainnet. That magical day when the walls come down and Pi is finally unleashed onto the public crypto market. It's the crypto equivalent of waiting for a new season of a show you love, except the release date has been coming soon for years. This endless waiting game is the source of immense hope for its followers. And as we're about to explore, the very reason the project is drowning in bearish or deeply negative sentiment, it's a grand social and economic experiment. And the lab results are, to put it mildly, a bit concerning. So, why the long face? Why is sentiment so bearish it makes a hibernating grizzly look cheerful? The primary reason is agonizingly simple: a complete and utter lack of tangible value. For years, millions of users have been mining these coins. But those growing digital stashes are essentially meaningless until the open Mainnet launches. The open Mainnet would connect Pi to the broader crypto ecosystem. That would allow it to be traded on exchanges, and theoretically, give it a real-world price. Without that, Pi coins are just numbers on a screen, like a high score in a video game you can't brag about because no one knows the rules. Let's dive into the belly of this beast, the enclosed Mainnet. It sounds technical and important, doesn't it? It's a phase Pi Network entered back in December 2021. In simple terms, think of it as a practice round for the real economy. Inside this walled garden, pioneers who have passed their KYC verification can, in theory, send and receive Pi amongst themselves. Use it in a handful of Pi-specific apps. The idea was to test the blockchain, build out an ecosystem of useful applications, prepare for the big leagues. It was meant to be a temporary transitional phase. The key word there, of course, being temporary. And yet, here we are in late 2025. And this temporary phase feels about as permanent as death and taxes. The problem is that this enclosure has become a prison. The value of Pi within this system is purely speculative and based on bartering. You might see someone on a forum offering to trade, say, a used toaster for 100 Pi. Is that the real value? Of course not. It's a closed-loop economy with no anchor to the outside world, making any transaction a complete shot in the dark. In the world of cryptocurrency, a community-driven catalyst is a magical thing. It's when the project's followers, the true believers, take it upon themselves to generate hype. They create utility. They try to will the project into success. This can be creating viral memes, organizing local meetups, or building businesses that accept the coin as payment. The idea, if enough people act like something has value, it might become valuable. For projects without big marketing budgets, a passionate community is everything. Pi Network with tens of millions of users should be the king of that, and to their credit, the community has tried again and again. Social pages imagine coffee bought with Pi, videos and blogs explain the project's genius to newcomers, grassroots barter communities pop up on Discord and Telegram, people trying to sell cars, phones, and services for Pi. Some listings claim absurd prices, $314,159 per Pi, a playful nod to Pi but disconnected from reality. Their efforts come from genuine belief. The community is a decentralized marketing team. They create content, they onboard new users, they fiercely defend the network from FUD, they organize forums, they answer questions in chat rooms, they encourage each other to keep tapping and trust the core team. This collective belief is what's kept Pi alive. But fantasy collides with a brick wall of reality. These efforts, while large, have been toothless. Tweets shouting "Pi to the moon" don't create market value. A barter listing selling a t-shirt for 0.001 Pi doesn't set a real price, especially when Pi can't be exchanged for dollars or Bitcoin. The catalysts are internal. They excite the Pi world. They have zero impact on the outside financial markets that determine real value. It's like people in a locked room agreeing monopoly money is valuable. Fun until someone tries to buy groceries with it. So we have this massive, enthusiastic community, a veritable army of pioneers. But why haven't their efforts translated into success? Why has the people's crypto revolution stalled right at the gate? The first and most glaring reason is the foundational weakness we've already discussed, the enclosed mainnet. All the community's energy is trapped inside a closed system. It's kind of like a hamster running furiously on a wheel that isn't connected to anything. No matter how much bartering happens, or how many memes are created, none of this activity can pierce the wall separating Pi from the global market. Value in the crypto world is determined by liquidity, the ability to easily buy and sell on open exchanges. Without that, all community efforts are just, well, noise. Secondly, there's a severe lack of genuine utility. A community can only do so much on its own. The apps developed for the Pi ecosystem are simply not compelling. There's no killer app for Pi, no decentralized game, no revolutionary financial service, no unique platform that makes people need to use Pi. The community has been given a box of Legos with no instructions, and honestly, half the pieces missing. They can try to build something, but the end result is inevitably clunky and unsatisfying. Another critical factor is the fragmentation and lack of coordination within the community itself. One group in Vietnam might agree on a barter value of $10 per Pi, while another in Nigeria might be trading at $1. This creates chaos, not consensus. To truly understand Pi's predicament, it helps to look at its peers. Let's start with a cautionary tale. Electroneum, or ETN. Launched in 2017, Electroneum had a very similar pitch to Pi. It promised a mobile-first cryptocurrency, mined on your phone, designed for mass adoption in developing countries. It gathered a huge community and a lot of hype. Sound familiar? After launch, ETN struggled immensely. Now let's contrast that with a project that succeeded. Solana, or Sol. Solana didn't start by gathering millions of users with a simple app. It started by building high-speed, powerful technology. It focused on attracting developers first, not end users. By creating a fast and cheap blockchain, it enabled developers to build compelling applications. Another interesting comparison is Dogecoin, or Doge. Dogecoin is the ultimate example of a community-driven catalyst that actually worked, sort of. High-profile endorsements like Elon Musk's tweets amplified it. Those forces managed to pump its value to astronomical heights. Dogecoin had one crucial advantage over Pi. It was on an open market from the beginning. What this shows us is there are multiple paths in crypto, but they all require a key ingredient Pi is missing. Technologically driven projects like Solana succeed by providing real utility. Community-driven projects like Dogecoin can succeed, if they have open market access. Projects with a mass adoption vision like Electroneum can fail if they can't deliver on both technology and value. So, is Pi Network doomed to remain a digital ghost town forever, or is there a path to redemption? What could actually change this bearish narrative? The answer is simple in theory, but monumental in practice: the launch of the open mainnet. This is the silver bullet, one event that could alter the project's trajectory. If the core team announces a firm, believable open mainnet date, and actually sticks to it, credibility would flood back. It would signal to the community and the wider market that the endless waiting is over, and that Pi is ready to face the real world. Alright, let's boil this all down. Because my brain is starting to feel as worthless as a Pi coin in a supermarket. Flowchart, Pi network promise, endless delays, community frustration, bearish market sentiment. Pi network is a mobile-first crypto project that promised to make digital currency accessible to everyone. So, you've sat through this whole thing and you're still morbidly curious. What should you be looking for next? Where are the signs that this story might finally be heading towards a climax? Your homework is to keep your eyes peeled for a few very specific things. The signal you need to listen for comes directly from the source, the Pi core team. The single most important piece of news to watch for is any official concrete announcement regarding the open mainnet launch date. I mean a date. A real calendar-worthy date. Until you see at least one of those, treat Pi Network as a grand, fascinating, and deeply frustrating social experiment. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go tap a button. Old habits die hard.